Have you ever really stopped to think about the wildlife dramas playing out, sometimes right nearby? Beyond the usual sights, there's this whole hidden world, resilience, survival. It's happening all around us. Today, we're diving deep into one of those worlds. It's about the black-crowned night-herons. Their lives are surprisingly dynamic, really fascinating, and we're looking at them in a specific spot in South Africa. And the amazing details, the observations for this deep dive, they come from Birdwatcher, specifically from Ben Fuchsie.
That's right. And Ben Fuchsie from Birdwatcher, he's not just, casually looking. He's deeply committed to understanding and sharing what he sees in nature. Ben's actually a BirdLife South Africa preferred tour operator and guide. And he's also a registered national tour guide for both nature and culture. So he knows his stuff. Birdwatcher gives this really unique expert view, insights you just wouldn't get otherwise. So our mission today, let's unpack the story of this specific heron colony. What makes them thrive? What challenges do they run into? And what do Birdwatcher's long-term observations really teach us about these, well, remarkable birds?
Okay, let's do it. Dive into their world. The scene is set in Sedgefield, South Africa, beautiful place. And it really hinges on this privilege of watching over time. Birdwatcher has had this incredible chance to follow this specific black-crowned night-heron colony for several seasons now. Not just dropping by, but really getting to know them, their rhythms, their successes, their difficulties. It's that long view, that multi-year perspective that gives such a deep understanding.
And what's immediately striking from Ben's notes is the colony's growth. It's explosive, really. He describes how it started small, just a handful of nests, a tentative beginning. But then it just transformed into this thriving community. It actually peaked at over 13 active nests back in the 2023 season. It actually turned that little patch in Sedgefield into a heron metropolis. Imagine seeing that unfold season after season, that kind of population jump. It's not just a healthy sign. It shows the night heron's opportunism, doesn't it? Their ability to just capitalize when conditions are good. It says a lot about their adaptability.
And that breeding success, in 2023, it was incredible. They managed 3 broods in 1 year. Think about the energy that takes raising chicks. It's almost unbelievable for a bird. It points to, well, obviously a rich environment there in Sedgefield, lots of food. But it also shows this relentless drive in the parents. What kind of pressure is that on the adults, sustaining that kind of schedule?
Oh, it's immense. Physiologically, it's a huge challenge. Each brood means finding a mate, building, laying, incubating, and then that exhausting feeding period, doing that 3 times back to back. It means the parents have to be incredibly efficient hunters, and the food supply, fish, amphibians, bugs, must be just constantly available. This multi-brooding, you see it in species that exploit resources that might be, seasonal or temporary. If things are good, they go all in, maximize their chances. It's a bit of a gamble against nature's unpredictability, but in 2023, it definitely paid off for them there.
And it's not just how often they breed, but how they nest. That's interesting, too. Birdwatcher saw them building way up high, like 7 to 9 meters up. And on these platforms that sound pretty open, a bit precarious even, sounds like a constant high-wire act for the whole family, especially with chicks getting bigger, jostling around up there.
It really is a testament to their building instincts. They aren't making complex enclosed nests, just these sort of flat-ish platforms, sticks and twigs. Being up high probably helps against ground predators, sure.
Oh.
But yeah, stability is definitely a challenge. How do they all keep their footing, adults and young, especially as those chicks grow and start, pushing each other around like siblings do? It seems like a very shaky nursery, always moving in the breeze, a real test of balance.
Exactly. And this is where Birdwatcher's close observations are so cool. The chicks, the little ones, apparently have this incredibly strong instinctive grip. It's literally vital for them. Even when they're young, their talons can lock onto those branches with amazing strength.
Yeah, a crucial adaptation.
It's their lifeline, really, until they can fly, surviving winds, sibling squabbles, everything.
And the feeding. That's truly captivating. Birdwatcher even got video of it. Adults regurgitating fish for the chicks. And the size of some of those fish compared to the chick's beak, it's astounding.
Wow.
It's a bit messy, almost primal,
Uh-oh.
The parent delivering this pre-digested meal, it shows amazing dedication, but also biological efficiency. The chicks get nutrients fast, helps them grow incredibly quickly.
And those chicks, they do have a certain look, don't they? Almost prehistoric. Big heads, big beaks, not your typical fluffy baby bird at first glance.
Oh, no, not really.
But those features are perfectly designed, aren't they, for taking in those regurgitated meals, built for getting those nutrients efficiently. It's quite something to see them, beaks wide open, waiting.
But, success stories in nature often have twists. thriving colony like this, it can face sudden challenges. That's the unpredictable part. And that's exactly what Birdwatcher found. Ben usually keeps a really close watch, but he missed a lot of the start of the 2024 season. When he did get back to check on the heronry, he found things had changed. Dramatically.
Dramatically how?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh.
The little egrets had moved in. That's what Birdwatcher saw. Recalled how they'd been kind of harassing the night-herons the year before, pushing boundaries. And now it seems they actually claimed a lot of the best nesting spots.
Exactly.
A classic turf war, basically, an avian takeover playing out. Did Birdwatcher see how it happened? Was it aggressive or...
Ben's observations suggest it was more like a gradual, persistent pressure. Not one big fight, but the egrets, maybe being a bit smaller, more agile, just use numbers and persistence. Slowly push the herons out of their favorite spots. And yeah, it's disheartening seeing the night herons pushed out after being so successful there. But this kind of competition between species, it's common. Often harsh, but common.
Yeah. Right. Nature's dynamics.
Territory shift. Good nesting sites are always contested. Birdwatcher is still hopeful, though, that the night herons aren't gone for good. Maybe they'll be back next season to reclaim their spot. It's an ongoing drama.
And there's another player adding suspense to this Sedgefield story. African harrier hawks. Gymnodons.
Ah, yes. Those are something else.
Definitely a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? They can climb trees, using those amazing long legs. A real threat to eggs and young birds.
A serious threat.
Birdwatcher mentioned their presence always adds this element of suspense during breeding season. How do they operate?
They're incredibly clever predators, opportunistic. Their anatomy lets them literally reach into nests, pull out eggs, even small chicks. It's quite specialized. Now, the night herons were lucky in 2023. Didn't seem to get hit hard by them. Maybe there was lots of other food around, or the herons were just very vigilant. But just having them nearby means the adult herons are always on edge. Every shadow, every rustle could be a raid. It's a stark reminder of that life and death balance, even in a place that seems thriving. Every season is high stakes. Success isn't just eggs laid, it's chicks fledged.
This whole saga, the ups and downs, it really highlights Birdwatcher's dedication, doesn't it? Ben's already planning for next year, wants to document the herons even more thoroughly, hoping to catch the next chapter, maybe even see them return to that spot.
Absolutely. And it's not just casual watching, it's meticulous, almost scientific. Birdwatcher plans to keep a detailed log. Everything. Arrival times, nest-building steps, egg-laying dates, hatching, fledging, and of course tracking any more interactions with other species, like those egrets.
Building a really complete picture.
Exactly. A long-term understanding of their whole cycle, year after year. That's invaluable data, both for science and just for appreciating their complex lives.
And it's not just what is observed, but how it's recorded. Birdwatcher is always working on improving the photography, the videography.
That's right. Better skills, better gear.
Imagine the stories those better images and videos could tell, bringing us even closer.
It really comes back to something Ben Fuchsi often expresses through Birdwatcher. These black-crowned night herons, they're a real treasure. And it's just a privilege to witness their lives unfolding year after year, through the good times and the challenges. It's humbling, really. It reminds you of the constant drama in nature, often missed, but always there if you look.
What a fantastic story. Adaptation, competition, survival, all there with the Sedgefield night herons. This deep dive really shows what you gain from that kind of long-term, dedicated observation by Birdwatcher. A clear picture of how success and challenge are just two sides of the same coin in the wild.
And this whole Sedgefield story does make you think, doesn't it? What does this delicate balance, thriving, competing, predation tell us about wildlife closer to home, even urban wildlife? And maybe more importantly, how much is out there to discover if we just take the time, if we observe patiently, with an open mind? There's this whole universe of natural drama happening all around us, just waiting to be noticed.
You can definitely explore more incredible wildlife stories, get more insights like these. Just visit Birdwatcher's website. It's www.birdwatcher.co.za.
Yeah, the website is fantastic. It's packed with resources, captivating videos, the latest news right from the field, amazing images, detailed trip reports, so much more. It really gives you a comprehensive look into the world of birds through Ben's expert perspective.
And it's a great resource for, well, pretty much everyone interested in nature. Bird photographers looking for that perfect shot or just inspiration, keen birders, twitchers chasing rare sightings.
Sure.
General bird watchers, nature lovers, families wanting something educational, even school kids learning about the environment.
Absolutely, something
Okay.
for all levels. And we really recommend checking out the blog and news section on the website. That's where you'll find the freshest updates, recent sightings, and these compelling stories straight from Ben's fieldwork.
And if you want to stay right up to date, get the latest trip reports, rare bird alerts, photo highlights, news as it happens, then we definitely encourage you to subscribe to the Birdwatcher newsletter.
It's the best way to stay in the loop.
You really won't want to miss out on their ongoing adventures. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the hidden life of the black-crowned night herons. Keep exploring the fascinating world around you.